Today we're getting wild in the kitchen with Chef Paul from Firelight Grill House and Cocktail Bar. And Chef Paul, I understand we're making beer braised lamb shoulder?
Absolutely. The very best way to handle this really flavorful cut is to braise it. So that's what we're going to do today.
We're going to braise it, but you could do elk, you could do venison shoulder, bear shoulder, you name it.
Zebra, whatever you were out hunting, this is the way to handle a shoulder.
All right.
So the first thing you do, we're going to season it up.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with some salt, dry sage, black pepper, and some thyme.
Okay.
So if you'll mix that up, and then what I want you to do is to just simply rub those spices liberally all over that shoulder.
Okay.
You're going to take that shoulder and set it down inside a deep pan. And then we're going to add some mirepoix. Simply some onions, some celery, some carrots, a couple of bay leaves, and some diced tomatoes. We're going to add about a quart of water to this. And then the secret ingredient is beer. Today we're using fire brick, Shell's fire brick. So now we want to just seal it tight with aluminum foil. So we're going to put that in the oven, and we have the oven set at 325. Depending on the size of the shoulder, it could be as short as 3.5 or 4 hours, or it could be as long as 6 or 7 hours. So it's been about 5.5 hours. So how we're going to know whether or not our beautiful shoulder is done, you can see that the bones are releasing, how tender that meat is. You can see that it's just coming completely apart. So now let's go turn this into a roulade. Then now all we want to do here is to go through, and we're going to take the bones off. And throw them off to the side. A lot of cartilage, a lot of fat in the structure, but that's what yields the flavor. The larger the chunks, the better. Now we are ready for the final part. So all I'm doing here is I'm just seasoning it with a little kisses and love, salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Then I just take simple plastic wrap, and we're going to take it, and I want to make it, so I end up with trying to judge, so it's going to be about 2.5 inches or so in diameter. And then I just fold it over and start to roll it up. And it compresses it. And I tie off the ends. As it cools down, all that gelatin that's in the meat seals it up. So now I take this beautiful roulade and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, and I'll be ready for the next day.
So our lamb is chilled overnight and we have it all wrapped up.
And now we're ready for the final dish. You cut it, and then we're just going to take this and we're going to sear it in a good hot pan. We're going to put a little bit of olive oil in the pan, and then we're just going to sear that first side, flip it over to brown it, and then we're going to finish it in the oven. So all we want to do is get it warm inside. After about 8 minutes in the oven, we're going to take that shoulder fillet, put it on the plate, finish it off with a little maple balsamic jus.
Thank you, Chef Paul, for another easy and delicious recipe. And here's to getting wild in the kitchen with beer braised shoulders.